script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The run inside. It's Fuller. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Hunt. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man. It's Hunt. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gives it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, an incomplete pass.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Escapes trouble. Rushes on him. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Sellers. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
139 Albatross.
The short hands, it's Sellers. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. He's at the touchdown, South Carolina. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Hill. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Clark. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's Sellers to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Going to the run, it's Fuller. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dante Moore, under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Which is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sellers finds his tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Fuller. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to him on the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the draw, it's Clark. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets the back moving. Throwing more. Finds his big tight end. Lowers those pads. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. And the ball comes to rest right there. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the catch. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. He makes a catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sellers. It's complete. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Again, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The run inside. It's Fuller. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Here's Sellers to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Keeps it on the draw. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Moore will throw. He uncorks one deep. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Complete to the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism and his speed, his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to...
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Man, that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I'll tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab in their space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get to the line quickly. Dante Moore. It's on target and complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together.
And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run it in. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
South Carolina, 23, Oregon, 13.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throwing, Sellers. Just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Snags it, and he's open. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the play. That's a 1st down.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Maybe some room here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point is good.
27, South Carolina, 23.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers, under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started.
Team.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little...
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Running inside. It's Davison. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Makes the grab. Nice move there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing more. He'll take a shot. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ready. Bridge.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Now they're really trying to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Here's Sellers to throw. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking left. Pulls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to run it. On his feet at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The run inside. It's Clark. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing Sellers. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. Palmer, it's a clinic from first half to second half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the second half. But at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. You're right, David, night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.